difficulties. We'll see if we can get our bard. Difficulties. We'll see if it says mobile. I wonder what's going on. Difficulties. We'll see if it says mobile. I wonder what's going on. Back in.
She booted back up in roll 20, so.
What an absolute shame. I didn't get my reaction for her intro. It's always my favorite.
You can redo your reaction.
Oh, it's not the same.
Wait, what did she say? I know she's angry. You know what? No, it's okay.
What did she say?
She always does like a no, it's okay.
Yeah. I won't lie. The okay, no wait. Okay. I love hearing that.
Ooh. You know, it'd be really good. Give us all like I don't know, a curse that's individual to each person, like no, okay. No, I mean like just like a fun little thing and make it so that like opportunity can't say okay. What do you do a lot?
My first thought would be that would be something for like a Halloween episode.
Thorin has to be the most
curses.
vocal member of our party for the evening.
Oh, he has to be the party leader who does all the conversation.
Yes.
He has to be the social face of the party for the
evening. He has to say more dialogue than anyone else in the party.
It's gonna be all raspy by the end of the evening. Talxus, I think you're leading the charge for every fight.
Oh man.
No, that'd be Gabby.
So
I was thinking I'm not allowed to laugh because I laugh very easily, but yeah, I'll take the fight instead, please.
He's gotta heal for the rest of the fight.
No, because that'll limit it. It's gotta be something that they could do even outside of combat. Let's see.
I get a healer's kit.
You have to be combative with everyone.
Oh, I have to be sassy with all of you. Okay.
Yeah, sure.
He just has to be a little bastard for the evening.
I gladly.
Just can't hear anyone.
She's not deafened. If you're using a computer or if it's a phone, check the sound setting to make sure it's coming out through the right directly port, maybe?
Well, she can't hear us anyways.
Oh, yeah, so.
Muted and unmuted yourself. I was gonna say. Oop, yeah, he beat me to it. I forget you can send messages and God, how do you look at that? Yeah, whatever. Not that, something else. That works for me. You can't even type. I spelled settings wrong. I'm illiterate. I can't hide it anymore. We need opportunity for this one. I wonder if opportunity could hear us if she turns the stream on. Might be. Oh, there's like a delay though, isn't there?
Yeah, there'll be a delay.
Opportunity has jet lag.
What did she get, like a fair
Huh? I'd probably a fair or a camp. Uh, what is she trying? Is she gonna try to launch the stream?
She's saying, "Oh boy, I better have enough Wi-Fi for this."
What a great start to today's session, I gotta say.
Mm-hmm.
I might have to come up with a quick one shot.
I actually do have that issue where I accidentally mute my computer volume. Everything's
It's usually one of the first things I check is my.
The thing though is that
Or
she's
the
on
web
Discord
part.
via her phone, so
Yeah. Hmm. Hmm.
testing. Can you hear us? We'll just keep talking.
Yeah, I was trying to think of something to talk about. I kind of had my brain all set for this, and now that it's installed, my brain stalled right along with it. I haven't gotten to it yet, but we're closing in on you guys'
next level.
characters. No. Never. You're going backwards. Lose level. So you guys are closing into your appearance in my tournament for my Spelljammer campaign.
Oh, yeah.
I don't have my notes with me. I random rolled which groups are fighting whose, as well as which group would win. I just kind of did random dice rolls instead of having to think it out.
Aw.
For the melee round, it doesn't go well for you guys.
Hmm.
Uh,
I mean, I have a shield and a sword and then technically all of the stuff I do for the archery can be done with melee.
Sharpshooter with a sword.
Shoot sword.
let's see here.
She's at the fairgrounds.
Well, how was the studying there going there, Mr. Crispy?
I am exhausted, but yes, it is going.
Because I know you said you got your test coming up next week, right? Starting next week?
No, it's the 24th, I think. I don't have it
Okay.
in. Yeah, I think it's the 24th. I still gotta cram through 100 pages in my lecture notes. Should be doable though.
Oh man,
What you gonna do?
I almost have an idea for what I want to do. What would I do for each person?
Okay, you said what, the 25th, right? Was yours? Crispy? The 25th?
Yeah, it's
Oh,
on a
the
weekend.
21st.
The first exam is on a weekend.
Oh. That's weird. But then you'll be back again on the 3rd, right?
The third should work out, yeah. Next month I'm completely free again.
Okay.
Do your streams get saved? Would Gabby be able to watch them later?
Yes.
Oh, okay, perfect. Okay. I was gonna say, I don't know if it's like 5 seconds or something like that. Let's see. What is
I think
the
Twitch is a
Twitch
typical 30-second delay.
stream delay? 5 to 25 seconds. That's a pretty hefty delay. Stream.
We could try, instead of having a voice chat on the server, have a private group. Maybe that makes a difference if it's not working over a server on Discord. We could try, instead of having
try
a
to
voice
use
chat
the,
on the server, have a private
Roll20
group.
voice stuff.
Boy, I never used that. But
We could
yeah,
do
we can
Roll20
try.
voice.
Have a private
Roll20
group.
voice stuff.
Alright, go ahead, say something.
Something.
All right.
Something.
Speaking. Aren't we creative?
We should stream this. Oh wait, we are.
Voice. Oh, I can't spell. Why can't I spell? I swear I'm not stupid, please.
So it's at least a 5-second delay from when we speak to when it appears on the stream.
Alright, I'm gonna go try and do the Roll20 voice real quick and see if that works.
Okay. Hello. Are we doing the in-game one? Maybe I'll actually off that. You can see it here.
Are you guys able to hear me in the in-game one?
No, but I don't have it set up.
I have never
Yeah.
used that stuff. I have to figure it out real quick.
Yeah, there's like a I can see and hear both option. Oh, audio. Oh, there we go. I can see you even. I can see Thorin. Audio input source. That's what I need. Oh boy.
Can you hear me in the game?
Alright, there's that. Oh no. Yes. I don't know if I can get my mic to pick up though. That's gonna be a pain. Um. Gabby's back in here. Oh boy. Audio input source. Yeah. Mine doesn't want to pick up my mic as an audio input source, which I don't like.
I am struggling as well.
Oop. I may have just did. Come on. I don't know what I'm doing. Music and voices through stream. Yeah. I want to just try to do that and. Oh, but we won't be able to hear hers, the thing. Oh yeah, if we can just get her through Roll20. And oh, this might be a mess. I think technical difficulties might have us beaten. Let's see here.
Yeah, I don't think my in-game voice is working.
No. And she was so excited for this.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Oh, wow. Let's see. Settings. Gabby like a nice laptop and headset. Oh god, I heard my set. Ah. Also, I'm absolutely certain that I can either hear somebody or like a dog sleeping in your background, bud.
I can't.
A dog in the
No, I
background.
can't hear. I can't hear in the game, so I don't know if it's in the game or not.
I don't know if I have just like a. Oh, I got a
She got
voice
voice
again.
again.
Where?
This feels like trying to contact a ghost in some way.
I was gonna say it feels like trying to make
Keyboard?
contact with an extraterrestrial.
Yeah.
You can hear
Get the
us?
spirit box. Ask questions like, how old are you?
Can Gabby hear us? Everybody hold hands and somebody grab the little puck. It's gonna move across the Ouija board.
Oh, she can hear us,
She
okay.
can hear us, so I guess we could.
Alright, if you could
How
bring your
though?
audio back to Discord, Jeff, I think Gabby the idea I have for a little bit of a one-shot session is opportunity will be a passenger in their own body. Where am I getting your audio so heavily from? Yeah, it's still your. Yeah, I'm still getting your audio heavily from here. That's why. Yeah, I'm still getting your audio out of Roll20. Oh, it's great. You're gonna love it. Let's see if we can get Thorin back in here. Yep.
Yep.
That's a much more manageable audio sound. Let's see, none and none. There we go. I could type in here though. Vaguely a passenger. Alrighty. Would the three of you that are going to be voicing things roll me initiative each? It's not a fight or anything, but it'll just be for my convenience. So I don't have to make a decision.
Opportunities typing.
One day I will roll good on initiative. One day.
One day.
One day. Not today, but one day.
Alrighty. You'll just know how to disgruntled tonight. I want you to do your best to keep a running commentary. Alright? I want to see like the Twitch log on the side there going along. Not the Twitch log, but pretty much for us. Alrighty, it looks like we will be starting with Sinjorn. Boy. How do I want to do this one? No. You know what? You shouldn't have done that opportunity. You shouldn't have done that. Now you're included in this. No. She might just be watching the stream. Either way, it's recorded. She'll get to see it. We're getting to move on. Alrighty. I want you all to know that none of your characters will know anything that happens in this session. This is not information that they are privy to. This is something that opportunity is going to bear witness to, that wonderful, wonderful little crystal. I hope that she... Exactly. I love that
Oh,
little
man.
amethyst piece. His opportunity is going to join the group at the table, as everyone else is ahead of him, backs turned, without thinking. Exactly. They're going to act out the visions for you. Without thinking, his hand goes to his bag, producing a 6-inch amethyst crystal rod that is held before his eyes as he scans across the party before him. Starting first with Sinjalorn, as he finds, well, as opportunity will see him back home. How fitting. Would you care to describe home for them? I think you have once before.
Oh, it's been a while and I don't have it on hand.
I believe I have the rough idea of it in my head. Wasn't it like turquoise grass, clear waters, trees growing inside the city?
Yeah, it was... It's an elfish kingdom of mixed cultures. There is wood elf elements and high elf arcanery.
Which
The
is
grass
presented
the
in the
grass is
street lamps.
turquoise. The leaves are purple and oranges. There's kind of like a town square, but it looks almost like a garden. Trees, flowers, kids playing around, wild animals just walking through the city.
If or how it's supposed to be. No, it almost looks like the city's in the middle of winter, but upon any form of closer inspection, it is not snow, but a great number of thin white strands that are coating the tops of everything from buildings to the grass to the trees to the flowers. There is no sound of voices, no sound of wild animals, no sound of life at all. Central one.
I hate it.
You should. Is there anywhere you would specifically head to in this situation?
Probably if it was current day, probably the capital or the castle, or what would be the castle in the Elven Kingdom.
All right. As you are making your way through the city, web kind of begins to coalesce on your boots wherever you stride. There's a noticeable trail that you leave behind you, even doing your best to take careful, light steps. Is there a newspaper that was fired? A single scroll scutters by in the wind behind Sinjalorn, indicating that this is roughly around the time that all of you would have first met him. Sinjalorn would have been deep, deep underground. Alright. I picture the castle is probably situated on a, not necessarily like a hill, but maybe a elevated position. You ascend some kind of staircase or hill towards it. Or is it...
I was thinking it's more of like up a small hill, but it rests on top of or right next to the top of a waterfall.
Alright. The waterfall is probably one of the few things that is untouched by all of the webbing, but looking around it, you can see dew sparkling, caught in the strands, almost creating like a daytime set of constellations around it. It wants so desperately to trick you into thinking that it can be beautiful. The doors to the castle lay slightly askew. They don't bear any damage as if they'd been battered open. The same webbing hangs between them, top and bottom.
I will draw my bow and enter, keeping my ears open for anything.
Pushing through the webs and creeping inside, you can see a figure down the hall from you, wearing white robes, the edges hemmed in gold. Long golden blonde hair spills over their back as they slowly turn to face you. Your mind races with memories all the way back to when you were a young boy, your name, Syndrome, not even yet chosen. Your father leading you through the hallways of this very castle, telling you that today you're going to meet someone very important, and that the two of you need to get along. You need to be best friends. As he opens a door, he introduces you to a young high elf boy. And right before this memory cuts away, the high elf boy in front of you is replaced by another wood elf that looks eerily similar to yourself. And once again, you were standing in that web-filled entryway to the castle. This figure that turns to face you wears Sauxus's mask.
Okay, so were you saying that the memory started to break away? Or
The memory of you watching the other younger version of Darendil.
oh, okay.
It seemed to break, and Darendil was briefly replaced by another young child, but they didn't appear to be a high elf, another wood elf like yourself.
I would ask, as they remove that mask and identify yourself.
A hand slowly creeps up, resting on it. A voice unfamiliar to you fills the hall. If the mask falls, and you don't like what you see, will you abandon it all?
That depends.
There's a slow, ominous chuckle as the mask is pulled down. White fur, beady black eyes, spider-like mandibles that paw at the air in front of it. Yes. Thank you, Chris. As the mask is pulled away, you can see webbing connecting it to the face. Small white spiders begin to scurry out of the edge of this individual's robes. No, not quite.
Oh,
Took you a second.
I see the picture.
Yep.
Hmm.
Let's see.
Well. Okay. I need to ask two things. Am I operating with my current knowledge of... Am I operating with my current knowledge of what Syndrolorn knows right now, or is this Syndrolorn at that time?
I would say for this vision, it would be Syndrolorn at that time.
But I have my current items, yes?
I would say probably not. I would say you would have like the bow that you originally started with, your more standard kit from when you were just leaving the kingdom. I would still roll with whatever items you have. I wouldn't worry too much about changing the numbers.
Okay. Well, provided that I have my levels and stuff, but just standard. Could you remind me what spell was initially in my bowstring?
Oh boy. What
Do you
was it?
remember?
Didn't you choose like Mel's Acid Arrow or something?
I did. Thank you. Okay. Oh yeah, because it was thematically fitting. Alright, well, I mean, I'm an adventurer. So, I'm a guard. So I come prepared. I will respond with... And I've seen no traces of any other elf, heard nothing move other than this thing.
Yep.
Before I do anything, can I make a roll, insight or something, to see if I can recognize that this isn't real, or if this is something else? Or would that be just a no?
Oh man. Go ahead.
Because this is before I went down there, so this is before the thing.
Yes. This is... Oh god, it's difficult to explain what this is, but it can still imply something that would have Syndrome react in a certain way.
Which would insight, investigation, I want to say perception or insight maybe? Or
I would
something
accept
else?
any of those three.
Oh.
You could be actively visually investigating this place, trying to quickly perceive any little details, or
Yeah, this wouldn't be a persuasion.
trying to get a
so.
feel for just god-awful situation.
Okay. I will use perception. And because of my... Oh, I don't have the eye patch, so never mind. I don't get advantage on it.
Psych, you thought?
Huh?
I said psych, you thought.
Yeah, psych, I thought. Alright, we're still going to use perception. So if I used inspiration, do I re-roll that?
Yes. And your
Now,
inspiration is gone.
If I use it, though, is it actually gone for continuing on, since this is a...
Yep.
Whatever. I don't need it anyway. Let's roll it. Ah, it's even worse.
Glancing around, everything is just enshrouded in webs, obscuring the finer details of whatever else may have led up to this.
All right. Well then,
Action must be taken.
you're right. I will bow in my right hand. I will reach into doing the pool of inspiration thing.
I never got around to setting that up properly. I wanted to do that.
I will reach into my pouch, and I'm going to pull a whetstone. Sorry, no, a tinderbox
Throw
out.
Whetstone at him.
Tinderbox. And I'm going to light the webs on fire. My entire kingdom is covered in webs.
As the opportunity watches Sinjorn crouch down in this vision to light a fire, it very quickly consumes everything around him. Whatever the web burns away, just blackness is left. Until you can see Sinjorn curled up on the floor in a cavern, several wood elves laying dead around him as he clutches his head, squirming on the ground. A massive figure sitting cross-legged just beyond his reach, chuckling slowly before the vision fades entirely. Let's see, who was next?
Wait, that was me.
Oh boy. Yep, it is.
Oh boy.
His opportunity's attention is turned away from Sinjorn, whether or not he wants to. He finds his vision drawn to Thorin. God damn it, Alex, as I read your message there. God, Oh, I know exactly what to do.
Okay.
As your attention is turned towards Thorin, you can see him standing in the edge of a doorway of a building hanging what must be over 100 feet in the air in a massive cavern. As he strides into the building, you can hear the quiet murmur of prayer. The inside is filled with figures, cloaked and kneeled in a simple stone chamber. Thorin... Oh boy. I think Thorin would recognize this place. It's not dilapidated. There's no flame elemental. There's no piles of bones, and there's no runes carved into the floor. But it is that temple.
I walk up to one of the acolytes.
They are deep in prayer. They do not look up from their kneeled position on the ground. Oh boy, what language? It would probably be like a choir to you. It is all primordial.
Okay. So in Primordial, I speak loud enough to see if anyone looks up and answers my question of what's going on.
None of the figures in this room move to answer you or even seem to acknowledge your presence. But from the doorway across from you that you had yet to make it through the last time you were here, a vaguely familiar voice echoes. 1 second.
Son of a bitch. That guy.
A deep voice rumbles out. Welcome back. Or welcome the first time. A visitor out of place. How strange.
How strange that you can see through time. As Thorn approaches the doorway that he has yet to venture forward.
Walking through will lead to a short hallway, bends at a 90-degree angle to the left, leading into what looks to be more of an actual proper church. Stone pews line either side. There's a raised dais at one end with a stone pulpit, but there's not a person behind it. You do recognize the creature. They are... I don't know if they're necessarily holy symbols, but it's a Yeth hound. They are often depicted following storms from Talos. This thing is massive. Its head is probably level with yours if it were to stand up. The face is something between a lion and a man. The entire... Oh, God. Not the entire thing. A good portion of this thing's body is covered in a leather armor that is studded occasionally with crystals that glow a brilliant lightning blue.
Thorn approaches and says, "What was so eager for us to meet?" In my second time visiting here.
You're not here. Not really. So there's no need to properly challenge you. But I can get a closer look at you. It was such a disappointment. Please do try not to just walk straight through the traps. I would like to fight you next time.
I'll make sure to fly next time.
There's just a little fucking mental check note. And the best part is, Thorn won't remember this, because he's not actually here for this vision.
That's funny.
He looks you up and down. Belaharos or Talos?
Belaharos is a pitiful being of my deity.
There's a slow chuckle once again. Good answer. If given the chance, would you return Belaharos to Talos?
I'm assuming you're talking about the labyrinth and the artifact in the labyrinth.
It's one way.
If there's other ways,
That or besting a god yourself.
I'm not sure I'm up to level to best a lesser demon of the Nine Hells that guards it, according to the stories.
You may not be up to the task alone. But
I mean, if the 8 of my party that I've been traveling with, their strength might come in handy as well, if that's the case. That is the agreement I made with Talos, saving our masked friend in the traveling hut that we were in.
you're well aware that our god is as fickle as the storm.
Yes, I know, he destroyed my village. And he taunts
The
me.
beast, I was going to say, the beast gives something of a shrug. Little can be done.
If I meet you in the present where I'm currently at, and I challenge you, what do I get out of return? As I need to find a way to venture off on my own without my group knowing.
It slowly, languidly stretches out. Despite the name Yethhound, it moves and behaves much more like a cat. Despite being a servant of Talos, I am a fey creature. Best me, and I may be able to help you.
Interesting.
But you still have to best me.
And I will do my best to prepare myself.
There's a crack of thunder, followed by the sound of iron creaking and groaning before tearing, an incredibly loud sound echoing out above you as your feet slowly leave the ground. The whole place enters a free fall. When it would strike the ground, the whole place shattering, so does Opportunity's vision of Thorin as it settles upon another member of the party. Sauxes, you find yourself back in the monastery that you grew up in, looking out through a window to the grounds just outside.
Is there anyone training on the grounds or like any people around?
Let's see. A little later in the evening, there's a few people carrying in buckets of water for baths. But beyond that, things are winding down. But just over, actually, I should say just inside the wall of the monastery. That's a good question.
Mhm.
Let me think. Oh, did we get Gabby? Yeah, we did. That's what that was. Sorry. Let me see. What would this time frame would this be? Yes, Sauxes would have his mask,
Oh,
and it would be the version of his mask with patterns carved into it, as just inside the walls of the monastery, you can see a large black plant that has seemed to have erupted from the ground. It doesn't look like it has grown. The dirt around it is broken as if it has pushed its way up faster than a slow careful, meticulous growth of a regular plant. There are small little thorns branching off all over this thing, and atop it is a large pod, almost like that of a flower. It's got to be almost maybe 2 feet across.
2 feet, okay. I approach, and once I'm close enough, I will dig a bit at the soil to see if perhaps I can see a seed under the earth where it's sprouting out from.
Digging through the dirt, you can indeed see that there's a cracked seed. The middle split open. Large black roots digging into the ground around it. The seed it's the same one that you saw.
Alright, digging around the seed, I will try to uproot it completely. Rip it out of the soil.
Alrighty. As you go about doing this, do you have any worry about the plant, or is it just kind of get this thing out of here?
I fully intend on destroying it.
Alright. Paint me a picture. Like, how is he doing? Is this like dagger in hand, or is he just ripping roots?
No, he will do it with dagger in hand to make sure there aren't any parts remaining in the earth, so it's fully cleansed out.
As you hack and chop at these roots, making sure that none of them are left intact. Spilling over to one side as the bulb hits the ground, and you can hear a soft sound from inside of something living, a whine or a cry.
I will carefully, with a blade in hand, open the pod up, ready to strike if I get attacked.
Peeling back the black outer part of the pod, blood red leaves will slowly be revealed, or blood red leaves, petals will slowly be revealed. As the whining, crying sound gets louder, inside, you're not far off, is a baby tiefling.
A tiefling.
Same red skin as your own. Well, actually, I guess correction. I don't remember what color your skin is. Is it red?
He's ashen.
Ashen.
It's yellow, like the color of his robes.
My bad. It'll be a little ashen tiefling baby. You're so covered up, I don't know what you look like underneath there.
Wait,
I
sounds this opportunity's daddy.
please don't say it like that.
Oh no. Oh no.
All right. Picking up the infant, kind of inspecting it a bit. That comment is, oh god. I
Oh man.
take some of my ropes and wrap the child within it, and once I have kind of secured it, I place it to the side and make sure nothing remains of the plant. Kind of how I burned the skeletal remains back in Blinkenstone.
As you...
Was it? Yeah.
Oh, that's the best part too. I remember how you did that. Is you carefully pile everything together. You can bury your hand deep inside the pile before cutting yourself with the knife and casting Hellish Rebuke. As this terrible plant goes up in flame in a cloud of black smoke and ashes, you are well, I guess you and Opportunity forcing or stuck watching this are taken to another vision entirely. A large, how to put this? When I say large, I mean a giant woman. She must be something around 10 feet tall or taller. Sits, I would actually say lounges just in a grassy field. A verdant green dress, rich ebony skin, and oh god, I'm trying to think about this. Golden eyes, but not in the way of like metallic gold. More like the sun reflecting off of the water at sunset. And as this woman just lounges in this field, seeming to be content with the nature around her, a man slowly strolls in. A cloaked figure, their face hidden in shadow. As they walk into the field, they seem to grow a little taller with each step, as if attempting to measure up to the woman standing across from them. And just tilting in their head at them, there's a conversation had that neither of you can hear. Eventually, a contract is offered by this cloaked figure. And as the conversation continues and the contract is signed, this cloaked figure almost seems to become ecstatic, as if they've won something, only to immediately grow frustrated as this woman spits out a large black seed into the palm of her hand. The cloaked figure immediately trying to snatch it from her before she just casually flicks it as it sails off into the distance. As this memory or vision 2 fades, as Opportunity is left staring at the back of her party members. Ooh. Do I want to do Stool and Eldest too? Can I do those off the cuff? I love that Opportunity can't say anything to me right now because I know she's got to be absolutely foaming at the mouth. Who knows? As time returns to a proper order, the group sits down and Opportunity explains the Never Have I Ever game to those around her. Around him. It was you. It was you. It was always you, Opportunity. Oh, that would be a real mindfuck.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think you guys know what you did today. Between one comment and that one. No, I don't know why I've been swapping Gabby and Opportunity. I got him straight. I don't.
Don't get me wrong. I've been with the group for about a year, and I'm just now getting to the point that Opportunity is male. I kept like the first 6 months whenever I talked to Jeff in real life, it's like, oh yeah, she's doing. Oh, and he. It's all the time.
You got yeah. It's all good. Opportunity was here for it. Hoy howdy, do I inflict visions for stolen Eldith?
Yes.
Please
I
make
can
Stool
do-
a
I know
complete war
Eldest.
background.
I know Eldith, so we can do that one. As your vision turns to Eldith, the vision that plays out looks much more recent. The city is still under attack from Magierna's spawn, and you can see Eldith moving from the God, I really don't have a good name for these little spaces where Roscoe's and her home is, between the other larger structures, down to a switching station. Instead of going to the Great Forge, though, she seems to stop at the Iron Tabernacle. She has chosen to help the priests, clerics on that floor to tamp out the few spawn that are there that are a problem, and then to immediately begin treating the influx of injured that are pouring in. There's Yep, you get to find out where she went. Oh man. See, I wish I had known this is what I was going to be doing today. I would have had something way better written out for this part. Oh man. I have to remember people's names too. Oh god, what was her name? Would either Sauxus or Opportunity remember the name of the old dwarven priestess?
Oh god.
I cannot remember for the life of me. From the Temple of the Merciful Lady. Either way, hopefully Opportunity remembers. We'll see if it pops up in the chat there. You can see her speaking to the same elderly dwarven woman to begin and help other members of the Church of the Merciful Lady. Just open triage stations in between the churches. There's a flood of different clerics working together, and Eldith lacks any form of healing magic like that they have. She is relegated mostly to just bandaging simple wounds, treating simple burns, and to make sure that those that need healing magic are those that are getting it. Arakrin, thank you. And in one of these moments, you can see that she's helping to almost try to set up a splint for a middle-aged dwarf who came limping in using his axe as a crutch. The curve of the top half of it settled underneath his arm as he held on to the haft of it to hobble over for assistance. And there's a quiet conversation between the two where the dwarven man just, between gritted teeth, thanks Eldith for helping him, just, how to put this? Oh man, I wish I had time to write this out. Thanking her for the help that she offers, even if it's not the same immediate relief that he could have maybe gotten from a cleric. And there almost seems to be almost a look of longing on her face as she speaks with this man. I can't heal people. I couldn't fight and help whenever it was needed. Am I really doing anything for the city? And Dwarven man just laughs and places a hand on her shoulder. I was thanking you for help. Just because you can't heal me immediately doesn't mean you're not helping. And oh god, opportunity will recognize the same brand of obstinate stubbornness as she just seems to almost grit her teeth as she continues trying to help bandage this man's leg. And she just continues on. But there's more that I should be able to do. There's more that I want to be able to help. And oh, you don't even know, Thorin. You don't even know.
I know. I got threatened for taking stool out of my mudsliding cart early on. Remember?
Maybe. No, I don't remember. My brain like a sieve. It keep most interesting bits. There's too many interesting bits though. I don't have a big enough toy box for all the good memories. All right, I gotta keep myself on track with this little side tangent. And the man looks to Eldith and just shrugs. It sounds like you really want to help. You're really trying, but if you feel there's more that you could do, maybe, well, I mean, we're in the Iron Tabernacle. We pray about it. And this seems to finally kind of break the stubborn look on her face as there's a chuckle. As she looks to him. I told you I'm not a cleric, but if you really want to pray about it, we can. And she'll hold a hand out to him. And he'll take it, bowing his head with hers, as the two of them go through a kind of quiet prayer, whatever it is that they ask for, ask about, or just lament about is kept to themselves. And Eldith, this, she almost flickers like a flame. And when this happens, there's a bright red beard that covers her face. She looks to be a little taller than she normally is. Her eyes, a complete even shade of a kind of warm, friendly pink, as the man's injured leg underneath the bandages in the splint seems to straighten just a little bit more as he opens his eyes in surprise. at first reaching for Elvis' help to stand up before realizing that he can just do it himself. A small crowd quickly forms around Eldith, this form that flickers, kind of glowing brighter. She, one by one, goes through the crowd, holding hands with injured individuals, silently praying. But it's hard to tell from where she's at if she's aware of it or not. But from where Opportunity is watching this vision, he can quickly see the dwarves begin to exclude the injured that aren't dwarves, as there's almost a barrier quickly put up to divert them to other streets, to not even allow them to see this. As this vision fades to an end. Finally turning to Stool. This one plays something that looks like it's yet to happen. Stool stands taller than anyone in the party, a great mass of soft, round mushroom caps pile up from his back, adding to his already considerable bulk. Before, where you had a sense of childlike curiosity and friendliness from Stool, there is now something bordering on contemplation and care. A understanding that everything can potentially have consequences, good and bad. There's the same psychic connection that you have when he speaks to you seems to be intensified. You don't know what it means yet. As this version of Stool sits quietly by himself in a cavern, there's a longing for home, a longing for friends that had to be let go, and an understanding that there's space for growth in places not expected, and where his people have grown for centuries will no longer do for a sovereign like him. A distant memory of him curled up in the lap of a friend beneath the open sky for the first time. He remembers the first time that he ever melded with someone outside of another Myconid. A first of his kind. A sovereign to those that are not Myconids. This vision ends. There's a almost silly little version of the same Myconid you were watching just seconds ago, sitting next to Eldith on a mismatched chair from everyone else, kicking his legs back and forth. As Opportunity can sit down and explain the rules of Never Have I Ever. I think that's where we will wrap this up.
Oh, on a small little side note, Souxus,
Yeah.
You know you have freaking Sereth still trapped in that hut for the last 3 days, right?
It was it 3 days now?
It has been. We are on the dawn of our 3rd day since
Yeah.
teleporting here.
I should probably check on him at some point. You're
Well,
right.
considering you own the thing, so I'm assuming you can breathe in it. Thorn was a statue; he didn't need to breathe.
Hmm.
Sereth was asleep, and if it counts like the bag of holding, he's dead.
Nah, he's fine.
We'll find out whenever we put down that nail.
You have given Ben ideas. I don't like it. You should have stayed silent.
Oh, I've been waiting for you to plant that nail for a while now.
I know. There's still my reward in it.
The whole thing was like, oh yeah, we'll just put him in the nail, and then as soon as we get to town, we'll open up the nail and then get you opportunity and Sereth healed. But only
Oh
you
yeah,
and
you weren't there for
opportunity
that
got healed.
conversation.
I might have forgot that, but I didn't have a cure for Love's Venom. That's like the whole point of, you know.
Yeah, and you guys
Yeah.
were pretty much recommended to probably not be dragging Sereth around here.
No,
Wait, did we did
No,
put
it
up
wasn't
the
the
traveling
sound.
hut before?
we were never told that. We were only told not to bring him around in Blingdenstone.
Not you two.
Oh,
Not you.
We did put up the traveling hut recently, though, just before the feast, and he was still asleep then, right?
did you?
Did you?
I don't remember
Yeah.
that.
We escaped, and during our escape, we
yeah.
briefly put up the traveling hut.
I forgot about that. Yeah, if you were in there, you would have been able to see him sleeping.
Yeah. I mean, you hit him with a full-on arrow dose, right? Like
Yeah.
the same
Yeah, full-on.
amount you hit me once?
Yeah.
Yeah, then he would probably be asleep for like an entire week or something. What was it, 5 days for me?
So you okay? Which one? Which? Because you got slept twice, but mine was 5 days, right?
The
Was it
one
5
where you
days?
hit me when I transformed was 5 days.
Was it 5
don't
days?
you guys
During our
love
travels
not
between the
having
cities.
a sky to help you keep track of time?
Well, you also
Oh,
gotta,
God damn it.
You also gotta realize, I took 3 levels of exhaustion to wake you up early.
Yeah. Well, no, that was from the scratch.
Yes.
That wasn't the injectable one. Okay. Alrighty. Yeah. Then.
I enjoyed what I did, but I definitely wish I had more time to prep that out. I would have loved to make it a little more interactive. I tried to.
I was hoping we could do Never Have I Ever tonight because there's the thing that I want to do with my character.